Hey, before you keep scrolling, I want you to pause for just 1 second. Do you ever lie in bed at 1 a.m., replaying a conversation from 3 years ago that nobody else even remembers? Your body is exhausted, but your mind just won't stop. If that's you right now, you already know exactly what we're talking about today. And I want you to know, you are not the only one lying awake with your brain stuck on repeat. There's actually a name for this pattern of stuck, repetitive thinking: rumination. Psychologist Susan Nolan Hoeksema studied it for decades, starting in the 1990s. And what she found was surprising. The people who ruminate the most aren't always the ones with the biggest problems. They're the ones whose brains got stuck in a loop, searching for a solution that isn't there yet. Here's what's actually happening underneath it. When your brain senses something as a threat, even something as small as an awkward text you sent an hour ago, it can trigger what's called an amygdala hijack. Think of your amygdala like a smoke alarm in your house. A good smoke alarm should only go off when there's a real fire. But for a lot of us, it goes off from burnt toast. It genuinely can't tell the difference between, "I said something a little embarrassing," and "I am in real danger." So it floods your body with stress signals. And the calm, reasoning part of your brain gets pushed offline for a while. That's why you can't just decide to stop overthinking. Your brain isn't broken. It's just doing its job a little too well for a threat that isn't actually there. So how do you know if this is what's happening to you? Here are 3 quick signs. 1. You replay the same worry over and over, but you never actually land on a decision. 2. You rehearse conversations that already happened, or ones that haven't happened yet. 3. The thinking makes you feel more anxious, not more clear, no matter how long you sit with it. And here's the good news. Rumination isn't a personality flaw, and it's not proof that something is wrong with you. It's a habit your brain learned, which means it's a habit your brain can unlearn. This was never about having more willpower. It's about giving your brain a smaller, more solvable job to do than figure out everything right now. So let's start small, on purpose. Step 1. The moment you notice the loop starting, even quietly, just say to yourself, "This is rumination." That tiny act of naming it is enough to pull your thinking brain back online. Step 2. Give yourself a 2-minute worry window. Set a timer. Let yourself think the thought as hard as you want for 2 minutes. Then close it out loud. That's enough for now. Step 3. Try a bit of cognitive reframing. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What's one thing I can actually control right now?" It's a small shift in the question, but it moves your brain from replaying the past to solving the present. Even one honest, small answer counts as a real win. You don't need the whole picture solved, just the next inch of it. Think of your mind like too many browser tabs open at once. Rumination doesn't close any of them. It just keeps refreshing the same one, over and over, hoping for a different result each time. The 2-minute window is how you finally close that tab. Instead of just muting it and letting it keep spinning in the background. You are not overthinking because something is wrong with you. You're overthinking because your brain is trying, in its own clumsy way, to protect you. But protection doesn't have to look like being stuck. It can look like one small, on-purpose step at a time. And that's genuinely enough to start. And if what you're carrying feels heavier than what we talked about today, please don't carry it alone. Talking to a therapist or counselor can genuinely help. If this helped even a little, you know what to do. See you in the next one.